In Santa Clara, outside of the San Francisco 49ers practice facility, I'm Courtney Cronin. He's Cam Inman of the Bay Area News Group. 49ers just wrapped up a joint practice with the Houston Texans, came away unscathed. Colin Kaepernick did not throw. Chip Kelly met with the media before practice, said that it was shoulder soreness. Kaepernick went through mental reps. He was behind Blaine Gabbert throughout the entire day. You think this quarterback competition is over? It's Blaine's job.
I think this is the news everybody's been waiting for in training camp outside of Chip Kelly's official statement. But I think, like I have said, that it's Blaine's job to lose, and Colin has to reclaim it. He can't win it when he's not throwing the ball. And it may not be a major issue, that it's just a little sore, needs some rest, but that's going to put him further behind. And he missed all of the off-season program in terms of being on the field practicing. And now he's going to be missing some reps going into the first preseason game. It's not a great sign, but I mean, that aside, I look at Blaine Gabbert. He did really well today against the Texans. I forgot what the stat line, but it was something about 15 of 20. And he was just on point, and just, I mean, Courtney, you see the body language of him with the teammates and how he galvanizes an offense that really needs a leader right now. And not saying Colin doesn't do that, but just watching Blaine go up to people, explain how to run the routes, talk to his linemen after the plays, go over just other areas and just like give encouragement to some guys, put his arm around a couple receivers. It's what you want to see out of your starting quarterback. And he's in position to do that right now because he's been taking all the first team reps through the offseason program. He was evenly split with Kaepernick until yesterday, because Cap didn't throw yesterday either.
Cap hasn't thrown since Wednesday, and we saw it was a completely different practice at Kezar Stadium. The offense looked pretty bad. Chip Kelly said that he spent most of the day with the defensive staff. Friday was a different story. All we saw from Colin Kaepernick on Friday was a few running plays. He took off out of the pocket once. 86 to 102, that's how many throws the quarterbacks are getting, according to Chip Kelly. Is this a matter of management on Colin Kaepernick, knowing that this is going to go into the first preseason game, that they should have maybe rested him earlier on?
No, because they just didn't know how his arm was going to respond. Because like he said, he hasn't done the violent throwing motion through the offseason. So now that he's done it for 2 weeks, the arm's a little sore, kind of like he used the analogy of when he was a baseball pitcher in high school, that the arm would get sore, but it would snap back quickly and be okay. So it doesn't sound like there's major alarm bells, because nobody's talking about MRIs or a long prescribed rest. He's hoping he can still play on Sunday. I doubt he does. If you're not practicing against Houston out here on Friday, why would you be playing in an actual game to get 3 throws in to get your arm warmed up for that? So no, that doesn't make sense.
Kaepernick did say that he does expect to start one of the preseason games, so never really gave a timetable, whether that's the first one, the second one, or the third one. Where do you think that falls into place?
Can we pick the fourth one? No, I don't think they would do that. Well, he might, because if Gabbert's the starter for sure, they're not going to have Blaine playing that game, so Colin could start that game technically. I would think if this was really an even competition, you'd have Blaine start the first, Colin start the second. Then whoever does better would start the third, but most likely Blaine would be starting the third, which is the most important game, and that's going to be here against the Green Bay Packers.
One thing not to be overlooked is the fact that the defensive line for the Houston Texans is considerably weaker than what we're going to see throughout the regular season. Jadeveon Clowney and J.J. Watt not here today. How good is the offensive line going to look?
The offensive line needs a good showing after last year, and they're feeling better about themselves and feeling pretty good. And I'm telling you, the one guy you're going to want to watch, maybe two, are Anthony Davis, Trent Brown at right tackle. The way it's set up now is Trent Brown's the starting right tackle. What if Anthony Davis gets moved inside and plays guard for the first time in his career on the right side? He knows that footwork there, and he's a mauler. So that's something to keep your eye on, too. And then, you have Joshua Garnett, a rookie that's going to be joining the line, but he's not quite up to speed yet with this offense. So, nobody watches offensive line play. Nobody watches preseason games. But, for those of us that need to follow what's going on with this team, that's what I'm going to be watching for.
All right, no availability for the 49ers on Saturday, so next time we talk to you, we will be talking about who actually started. This conversation will continue into Sunday, and then it's going to continue throughout the next few weeks of the preseason leading into week 1, and probably from there, then it becomes
The 49ers. It's every
day. It's every day. All right, we will see you guys on Sunday in Santa Clara. For Cam Inman, I'm Courtney Cronin. Thanks for watching.